Welcome. I'm Graydon, and this is BINBUSTER, where I buy, watch, review budget bin movies for you. Today, it's another video in our spooktacular. Today, I'm doing another rage-filled zombie movie. Patient Zero. Let me tell you guys a synopsis on this one. A supervirus has turned humankind into highly intelligent, streamlined killers. And an asymptomatic victim who can communicate with the infected must lead the last survivors on a hunt for Patient Zero and a cure. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the movie that is definitely not like 28 days later or 28 weeks later. You can find both of those throughout the video right up here. I'll give you the good, bad, my thoughts, and my overall rating for this movie. Let's get to it. The good, Stanley Tucci. Right there. Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci. Stanley Tucci. Now, I'm not saying the acting. Stanley Tucci. This role takes a decent chunk of the movie before he's ever introduced. He's plays the professor in here. In this movie, these rage virus victims become zombie-like creatures. They're intelligent. They can think for themselves, which is a little bit different of a take than 28 Days Later. But it's a weird take on it, too. Because he's in a good chunk of the movie before he's introduced. So the movie's almost half over before Stanley Tucci's introduced. But in the small moment he's in here, he does a great job with it. Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones as the doctor who doesn't want to keep these experiments in cages. You see, these humans that are getting infected with this virus are being caged up, and she doesn't want to keep them in there. She wants to release them and see if they can find a cure for this to stop this from happening. You can see where this is going, don't you guys? Matt Smith. He's not a doctor. He's right there. See, Matt Smith. For all you Doctor Who fans, yeah, he's in here. But he's not a doctor, but rather a man who got bit. He's the asymptomatic one that we're talking about, who's leading to find a cure for this virus. I wonder if he's important. Because if someone's asymptomatic, they have no symptoms. Look at 28 weeks later, the mother, who has two different color eyes, is asymptomatic. She doesn't show any signs of having the rage virus, but she has it. We see that at the end with her son. So this movie already has 28 weeks later's part of its plot line in here. Sometimes movies do this. Sometimes it's for good. Sometimes it's not. We'll get to that there in a moment. The bad. Yes, that was the only good part I liked about this movie. The bad. It's cliche. It has been done before, and it's been done better. I might add, it's been done before, and it's been done better. These two are better than this guy. Yeah, that's right. These two are better than this. Hands down. No matter what. These are the better rage-filled zombie movies than this one. Although this one brings that they're smart, they're intelligent into the picture, it doesn't do anything else other than that. A virus that's been infecting the world made them into zombie-like creatures. Like I said, 20 Days Later did this and did it better. So many issues. This was a very low-budget movie, and you could tell. Not like how they try to make this one look low-budget, and this one worked with the gritty, grimy stuff like this. This one was just super low-budget. I didn't really care for it. The Daredevil dilemma. This movie suffers from that. Let me explain that to you. The acting can only take you the movie so far, whereas their directing and writing is truly what makes a story. It's a Daredevil dilemma. Say what you will about Daredevil. I personally thought Ben Affleck did a great job in that film. It was the writing and directing that was horrible. Same with Green Lantern. I thought Ryan Reynolds did great with what he was given. The writing and the direction was horrible. hit me up on Instagram. Comment down below. Am I totally wrong on that subject? This suffers from that same fate. It was good because of the actors. I should say it was decent because of the actors. The actors are what make this movie. The writing and direction completely and horribly stinks. All the zombies lose all sense of talking English, but they somehow discover a new language. They talk in a new language that Doctor Who can only understand. Yes, that's right. Matt Smith is the only one who's asymptomatic who can talk with them, because somehow they're intelligent zombies, but yet they don't speak English. See the disconnect there? There's a disconnect. Something there doesn't mesh. It doesn't mesh. And I don't know what it is. They're intelligent zombies, so they should still be speaking English, not this weird language that they have. Why does this happen? It's a mutated form of rabies. So it's not necessarily a rage virus, but it still infects the bloodstream like 28 days later. It's transmitted from animal to human, kind of like 28 days later. It's rabies. There's a medication for that. You could use medication to try and stop this, but no one does. Music has an effect on these zombies. So you play something like Tenacious D, the zombies don't come at you. You play something like Beethoven, zombies don't come at you. Somehow the music stops them in their tracks. But yet it's not used as a way of survival. Again, there's a disconnect here. Why would you introduce this little plot point in the movie, albeit it's just a thrown away one, but not use it as a way to garner survival for the people trying to get survival? I would have. Yeah, I would have got an abandoned ice cream truck, pumped it full of music, and just driven it around, knowing the zombies couldn't touch me. That's me. All the stores here would be safe havens. Think about going into your Walmart or any other local store you guys go to. Think about how loud that music blares. There's a safe haven right there for you guys. But no, it's not expounded upon. And last but not least, my last bad, Stanley Tucci. Yes, I know I also had him in my goods. He's not the main character in this film. Only a small chunk of it. But this is because he's on the promotional work. He's on the front cover of the box. Predominantly front cover of the box. He has 2 pictures on the back of the box, too. Yeah, 2 pictures on the back of the box as well. So he's predominantly in this ads for this. But he's hardly in the movie. Why? Why? Because Matt Smith and Natalie Dormer at the time couldn't sell anything, and they probably still couldn't. That's how I take myself. Comment down below what you think about that. But anyways, where do I get this? I gave these 3 stars. Because these were good. These were good. These are going on my shelf to keep. These are good. What do I give this? I give this half that rating. This is a 1.5 star. Will I watch it again? Probably not. Because, like I said, I have the better 2 films that kind of do the same thing. Albeit, like I said, the intelligent zombie, the intelligence side of it, the intellect side of it was there. It made it a difference of a movie. But if they just spoke English, they would have been much more trickier in trying to blend in and trying to not be zombies. Once you do a different language, they're no longer intelligent, in my opinion. In my opinion, they're no longer intelligent. Think of it this way. Think about Jurassic Park, for example. These are intelligent dinosaurs that they create. They break out when the power's down. They know so well those fences have power. And I bet you one of them tried to walk up to one of those fences and got shocked and it goes, oh, I'm not trying that again. The power goes down. They tried at that time. It worked. Why? Because they were intelligent and realized it didn't work the first time, so they will do it again. And do it at a time when, hey, look, this looks different than usual. Okay. Not here. They speak a different language. If you like zombie films, good for you. Go out there. There's a whole slew of them up there. If you like zombie rage films, get these 2. Don't waste your time on this guy. And as always, make it a movie night, and dive right in.